Across the world and across time, wealth has divided people into the powerful and the powerless. In our era, this divide is widening again, and the cost of inequality is reshaping our society, not just our economy, but our politics, our health, and our future. Inequality is not new. In ancient times, kings and emperors lived in palaces while slaves and peasants toiled in the fields. In medieval Europe, lords ruled from castles while serfs worked the land. The Industrial Revolution created immense fortunes, but also crowded cities filled with poverty and hardship. Today, inequality takes modern forms, but the pattern is the same: wealth concentrated at the top and struggle at the bottom. In the modern world, inequality means the richest 1% now control more wealth than the entire bottom half of humanity combined. In the United States, the gap has widened steadily since the 1980s. The rich grow richer at record speed, while wages for ordinary families have barely moved. This divide is not only about numbers, it is about how society works and who it works for. For millions of Americans, wages no longer keep pace with the rising cost of living. Families are forced into debt just to cover the basics. At the same time, billionaires accumulate fortunes so vast they could never spend them in a lifetime. This imbalance weakens growth, stalls mobility, and leaves ordinary people carrying the weight of an economy tilted toward the few. Inequality shows itself in every corner of life. In classrooms, where some children are surrounded by opportunity and others face overcrowded schools with few resources. In healthcare, where the rich live longer, healthier lives, while the poor die younger from preventable diseases. And in communities where trust declines, crime rises, and the bonds that hold us together begin to fray. When inequality grows too wide, society itself begins to break apart. But inequality isn't just measured in money. It also shapes the human mind. Studies show that unequal societies suffer higher levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. It's not only about poverty, it's about difference. A person may have enough to survive, but when they see others racing ahead while they stand still, resentment builds. Psychologists call this relative deprivation. It's the comparison that cuts deepest, the knowledge that others are climbing, while you are left behind. That is what fuels frustration, discontent, and unrest. Wealth doesn't just buy comfort, it buys influence. Through lobbyists, campaign contributions, and media power, the wealthy shape laws and policies to serve themselves. Ordinary citizens watch as government drifts further from the people it is meant to represent. When faith in democracy weakens, anger and division rise. Left unchecked, inequality can corrode not only our politics, but democracy itself. But inequality is not inevitable. Around the world, countries that invest in fair taxation, universal health care, and strong public education enjoy greater prosperity, higher levels of trust, and stronger social bonds. They show us that fairness and growth can go hand in hand, that a different path is possible. The United States can choose this better path by asking the wealthy to pay their fair share, by investing in schools that give every child a chance, by ensuring healthcare is a right, not a privilege, by protecting workers and strengthening the middle class. These are not radical dreams. They are proven solutions, building blocks of a stronger, fairer, and more democratic society. Inequality is not destiny. It is the result of choices, and it can be changed by new choices. The question before us is not whether we have the wealth to build a fairer society, but whether we have the will. Together, we can create a nation where prosperity is shared, democracy is renewed, and no one is left behind. Thanks for watching Hot LZ. If you value open discussion and real American voices, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And join the conversation at hotlz.com.